more focused.
Did you know the Michelin star was made by the Michelin Tire Company, and they used to choose restaurants that were far away so that you'd have to drive to them to get more tires?
That's genius.
Wow.
That's brilliant. I did not know that.
Yeah. That's
Is
why
that true?
everything's Michelin rated. They used to just pick shit that was outside the city.
Oh, wow.
So that explains that place I went to that was Firestone.
Right,
that
yeah, right.
place was shit.
Firestone. It was your kitchen. It blew up. You got there before your tires blew up. Do you guys remember when Firestone tires were blowing up? Like just that shit was crazy.
I
Like
remember reading
Samsung
about
phones.
Oh my God! Remember that?
Yeah.
it. I have a
Were
Samsung.
they?
phone.
Can I have your full
Samsung
name
8
again?
was
Yeah,
just
Eric,
exploded.
E-R-I-C.
Jesus.
Last name K-W.
And we still buy it.
A-S-N-J-U-K.
Good old Galaxy. And 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm joking.
Go, Wendy.
Okay,
Go,
everybody,
Wendy.
so
I'm sorry, Akil speaking.
Sunda, take control, please, and you're ready to go when you're
Okay.
ready, okay?
Okay. How does this sound? Because my mic's going down. But you can hear me, right?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right,
You
great.
got talking to the mic, though.
Okay,
All
so
of
I'm
us,
talking
right?
more into the mic. These are new mics, though. That's
I
why
can raise it up to you if you don't mind.
I can't make it. You know, how's that? Is that good? Okay, great. Can you do me a favor, Philip? Can we just close? Oh, I guess we can't close it too much, but it's gonna be real quick. This is gonna be a big 15 minutes. Just keep your eye open on my car at the same time. I don't have my key. You weren't here for that. I don't have my car keys with me.
On this board? Yeah. Right here. Talking to the mic, everybody?
Testing one. Testing.
1, 2,
Yup,
3.
yup.
Oh, yeah.
Sunda, do you
Easy
mind
with
if
the
I
McKe-
grab a water?
Oh, I get it. Thank you. Easy,
Toss
easy,
it.
easy,
Catch.
easy, easy.
Sorry. Good.
Easy.
Testing. 1, 2.
Wow, nice. Thank you.
Testing.
I'm hearing it. It's there.
You hear it? And we're testing.
Smart man.
Yeah, do me one favor. Just adjust that to a 3-shot on Sunda because I need a better shot on her. All right. Other than that, we're good.
Oh yeah, no product placement. You gotta read the label.
I got such
You
nice.
guys can have regular
We're talking,
conversation,
right? We're
and
talking
we'll
because it is a
just
podcast.
off-
Yeah.
I got such wonderful emails from Andre's show that he did here from people in Germany, and I forgot about that show. But he had members of his band. Andre Merritt, he's a Grammy-winning writer for Rihanna, Chris Brown, etc. And why am I telling you this is that it was so funny. He was talking to a producer. You know what? There's something else on. Let me shut it off. I see it.
The 3-shot of them, right? Okay.
You got it. That's good.
Not one
It's
thing, it's another.
amazing. I forgot. What else could it be now?
That's it.
That was it, right?
That's it.
The hidden camera in Bieber's eyes.
Right.
Oh, sweetheart. You're
He
talking
was
to the wrong
blocked.
person about hidden cameras.
I sense a story.
Oh, no story. It was a job. And I can't. It's so funny because I can't use a computer. But I know how to install a pinhole lens camera in a teddy bear. And they got that. That's right.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
No, they found how this woman was beating a baby out in California before I had even come out here. They suspected she was abusing the kid. If you suspect it, then stop it. So they had us come up with this concept, and they caught her. And I mean, she beat the shit out of this baby with a wooden spoon.
I
Remember
seen
that?
that video?
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like baby in one hand, spoon in another.
For real though, right, John?
Yeah. Black
That's
and
the
white.
part we showed you.
Oh, Jesus. That makes me
You don't
sick.
even know the other part with the hot potatoes putting her hand in it. We don't
Yikes.
show everything.
Oh, my God.
You know why? Because it made her look like a bad mom. Because you see this is happening, and it's on television. But where were you? Oh, you were at work. You had to work. Okay, I feel you, man. But
Wait.
bruises, black and blue. This is a
You're
true
telling
story.
me the wooden spoon didn't make her look like a bad mom?
It wasn't the mother.
Oh,
It was a nanny or something? Or a babysitter?
Yeah.
that's so
Oh, okay.
That's how it all started.
Jesus.
You're right, John. I forgot about that part.
That is so sick.
And it was in a
There's
high
some sick
chair.
people out there.
Yes.
You see that guy who dressed up as Joker in Japan and started stabbing people
No.
on a train? And when they caught him, he had a cigarette in one hand and a knife in the other. It looked so like cartoonish.
yeah.
That's on.
Yeah, that sounds like
yesterday.
a scene straight from a movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he really thought he was.
I had enough with my aunt dying on Saturday.
Oh.
She took her life, her own life.
Damn.
I had a rough weekend. It was horrible.
But have you gone to a group yet?
It did.
Sorry?
Have you gone to a group?
No.
You have to.
No, I go to
You should.
AA.
All right.
I'm in AA, so I have a lot of people around me.
Well, you know,
know.
you got us too. In comedy, no matter what, it heals in its own strange and peculiar
That's
way.
therapy though. Get real help for that one.
Yeah.
Yes. That and dementia.
Yeah.
No, dementia's...
Dementia, oh yeah.
And she
My
don't
mother's
have to do the
boyfriend.
holiday
It's
thing.
horrible.
Isn't it
It's
awful?
awful.
And people know what? It sounds so funny, but it is just one of the worst. They don't know what they don't know
what
who
they're
you
doing.
are, and they're, oh my
And
God.
then they have these moments that they're lucid and everything's
Lucidity,
fine.
please.
And then you see it, these chunks of
How
time
do I
slipping
look?
away.
Watch out with this. There's a hole in this over here, Danny. Watch out. Trying to
My
Yeah.
uncle killed himself,
You did.
but he had
Don't
this
put me
history.
in
with,
your-
It's a smoker's cough. I smoke cigarettes.
He had a history with cocaine and alcohol,
really?
of course. He
Well, you
was
still got
single.
cough into your arm, baby. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
This might not be a good time to ask if you're vaccinated.
Vaccinated.
It's a good time to
Johnson
ask.
and Johnson. Yeah.
Might not be a good time
Yeah.
to get
Johnson.
the truth.
Family
One
over?
time. One
I
time.
was good.
It's always
I
good.
got
Good old
nothing.
J&J.
Huh?
Can you talk to the other
Nothing.
one?
Nothing.
It was great.
Nothing.
I got my booster this week.
Yeah.
Oh damn, it's open.
No, I'm not messing around.
All right, you tell me when you're ready. Testing. We're talking. Oh my God, the mic fell again. This will be something done next.
It'll be a
We'll
gag.
Very quick.
I don't think anybody's done the hard to place mic gag. That'll be our thing.
Yeah.
It's just that.
Please.
Do you have a water?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
You got to have 10 minutes to get a water out.
I don't get the joke, John.
10 minutes of material.
John, how's this look?
It looks good.
You know, I feel like I have at least 10 minutes of material, at least half an hour of material, but I've lost it all over the years.
Yeah. You know, there's
Yeah.
a difference
Oh, it's much
between
better. Thank you so
10
much.
minutes
Right,
or
see,
written
camera,
and then verbal.
camera.
Well, that's the
Huge
whole thing.
difference. How are we?
I had all this stuff written, but I
Okay.
didn't.
Wow, you know what? This is so great that we're just coming in on this conversation. But John, you were just saying, did you want some water?
That'd be nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Because we're taping, hon. We gotta go. Philip.
Yeah, what about
What are you doing?
What about it? That's my name.
Philip, what's going on?
What about it? I'm going to start
Okay,
answering
I
like
just
that.
wanna start.
John,
We're gonna be
what
done-
about
We'll
it?
be done before he needs the water. Don't worry about it. We're finished.
Yeah, yeah.
We're ready.
Yeah.
Okay, because we're still rolling. This is what happens. It's real life, and this is your first time doing a podcast with me. And
Yes.
so I have to tell you that just that quickly, we were talking while they were setting up. We're talking about comedy and how it's therapeutic, and I'm sorry about your loss, a suicide loss. And you know, what John said is real.
Mm-hmm.
John, tell him. You better get some real help, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go get there. I didn't know if I should make a joke or not.
But you should.
It should.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
So you're not
therapy's
getting
necessary.
canceled with that, right?
No, I'm gonna get canceled on a real show.
No, I'm a big believer in talking about things,
All right.
bringing them to conversation, and
But
Yeah,
it'll.
just having conversations about things that people, don't want to talk about.
And you know something? Everyone, I think, has thought about that. And that's why, interestingly enough, the Laugh Factory has an in-house psychologist because, we were talking lightly about, you have to be nuts to be in this business. It's not
Yeah.
about being nuts. You feel depressed. This is a place, your stage is your therapy. And I think we were just discussing so many things, and I'm just pointing to John because I know his background and working with the VA and working with all different types of people, that you have to have patience afterwards for yourself and let yourself grieve and let yourself go through things.
Yeah.
And what you were saying, Roberto Klaus, I should say. I should have introduced you all, first of all, because we were in the middle of everything. And Eric, let me go back to that. Eric, your last name is pronounced?
Kwasniak.
Kwasniak. Eric Kwasniak
yeah,
is here.
yeah.
Roberto Klaus. And yes,
You
John
wouldn't
Taylor
happen
from
to be
the
the
John Taylor
long-lost
Show.
African brother of Steve Wozniak?
I wish. No.
Sorry, that was terrible.
No, it's okay.
He apologized for a
is what I
non-audience.
No, I wish that would be one. No.
I take comedians who are making it to the next level, and we do our own thing right here, and I just let
Which
them
level?
go. So we're going to fly for 10 minutes. Because
Oh.
this was his first time on stage, and how'd you feel coming up here after all that time off?
I feel happy that I got in the car and came here. You set the tone for the room, and I was nervous about that, but you made it a really, really wonderful experience for 2 years not getting on stage. So it was, well worth it.
Well, John was giving you guys some advice, and you asked the other night, and I said, "Well, wait till John Taylor's here."
Mm-hmm.
You said, "When am I going to get paid?"
Ooh.
So, John,
Not
tell
in
him
so many
what dues
words.
are paying. Can you tell him what dues are?
Dues are the necessary prerequisites to even get noticed. Yeah, your pay will come as stage time as first. That'll be your first payment. Just being able to do time and not have to bring people. You can't look at it as a pay because you're like, to be honest, I'm thousands in and maybe hundreds and a couple of joints out, like I get paid in food, weed, so you're never gonna like make it all back. But it's a process of just being rewarded with leveling up your material and your stage presence and enjoying it.
Yeah.
Because I know it's probably hell right now, just going like mic to mic and seeing other people who maybe came up with you make it, and you're like, when's my turn? But it's just about like setting
I've made
in your
peace
craft.
with that.
Uh-huh.
I did feel that way, have resentments, but I've worked through that, and I'm at peace with that. I'm just happy to be alive today, to have sobriety, to be able to be present,
Right.
and that's all I can do.
Wow.
And that's the key. Being present is because the audience is here to enjoy you too. You know what I'm saying? So like, you definitely want to be bringing joy as you're performing, because nobody wants to come and see like, oh man, everybody else is happy, but not me. Here, let me talk to you. Yeah. But that's good, man.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing I think about a lot is, going back on stage. So I want to go back because I have something to offer, to give. And that's the most important thing, to give, because people are coming and we have a chance to influence how they feel.
Right.
And that's really an important thing to do, is to be able to influence how people feel, because most of the time they're stressed, whatever it is going on in their life, that's a reprieve. And we show up and we have to honor that reprieve.
Right.
That they're there to just forget, if for an hour, 2 hours, whatever it is. And I will tell you this, I got into comedy. I was 19 years old. I was diagnosed with AIDS. And I got a friend of mine. I thought I was going to die. This was in the early 90s. And a friend of mine took me to a New York comedy club for an open mic. And I watched, and I went on stage. And I was hanging out in clubs every night laughing. And I know that God introduced me to laughter at that point in my life that helped my immune system.
Oh, sick. Nice.
To laugh. I swear to
It's
God.
the best medicine,
real,
right?
man.
Swear to God. I'm not,
real.
I believe that. I believe that.
Klaus, what do you think about that?
Well, I can't say that I went through something as similarly hard, but when I was in high school, my family unfortunately had to move to Peru, the birthplace of my parents. Not my birthplace and not my language. And so I needed something to comfort me there, and stand-up comedy was that. Like, I'd already seen a few specials from Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle, but it was there that I truly started, looking at the older specials, Carlin, Pryor, older rock specials, et cetera, et cetera.
Wow.
Have you done stand up in Peru?
No.
No.
I graduated high school there and then came back immediately.
Came right back. I was about to say, this guy's international right here.
Well, John, I always rely on you to be able to talk to, especially when it comes to men, because it's one thing for me to be enthusiastic, but when I'm realistic, nobody wants to hear it. Now, he just told you the same thing I told you, but for some reason, it's more believable coming from him, because he's right. You got to pay your dues in ways that will get you paid later.
Yeah.
How do you feel about, is a lifestyle something you would willingly give up, or rather, is it something you feel you have to put up with, or is it something you like?
See, honestly, this is the thing. When there's been times in my life where I wasn't doing comedy, but I would still be thinking about jokes. So this is not like, it's not a hobby. It's more than it's like inbred into me. Unfortunately, I'm at the point where if something happens material first, and then how should I react? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Good point.
unlike, well, not unlike, but like you guys, I've had deaths in my family, and I'm in the hospital room like, okay, so how are we gonna make this funny? Which is the sickness that we go through. You know, it's not like I can't turn that off. Now, of course, I'm grieving for who, like, for instance, I lost my brother in a car accident, and I say he was killed by a silent killer, a Prius. So like, you know, it's like I can't stop it.
I drive a Prius.
Is
But
that-
go on, but go on.
But-
Jesus.
and that's the thing. It's in me. So if waiting hours at a club to get 3 minutes at a time, or paying $5 or $10 a night is what I need to do to get to where I want to be with this, then that's what I'm going to have to do. And that's what everybody else is doing. If you notice, the comedians that are taking the shortcuts and getting the specials like way too early, they're not that good, and they're not here for long. And this is something that I would like to do, hopefully, for the next 10, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm here for the marathon.
Wow, that's such a great quote. You need to keep that bit, because that's what's happening, is that they're coming off of Instagram, hitting the stage, and fizzling.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. We're competing with people who are so-called comedians, but they're really just social media content, and they don't
Influencers.
understand what it's like to be in front of a crowd. Where if the joke's not working, you need to adjust. You can't just keep doing your sketch. You can't just have a 1 minute plan and go. No, you need to solve this right now. So that's where we have the School of the Hard Knocks, like, education, and they don't have that.
Right.
So yeah, that's not going to be something that'll last, I don't think.
Although, to be devil's advocate to
Go ahead.
that idea, Bo Burnham got his start on YouTube, and I think he's doing pretty well.
No, yeah, but Bo Burnham like was creating long form content. I'm talking about people like who are literally getting rooms based on 1 minute sketches or characters they play. Bo Burnham, like, actually, I mean, his What special on YouTube is phenomenal.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, really? It's free. Yeah, check it out.
It's free.
Yeah, he's a writer, and he directed Chris Rock's last special, Tambourine.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
I did see that. I love that special.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, he put time and energy. But there's people who, like, you know, they play a character for 10 minutes and then that's supposedly material, and it's not. Like,
Yeah.
there's so much more than just short form media. So yeah, there's a
But you're in a strange age.
yeah,
You're in a really strange age, because that makes you sound so old to these kids.
true.
They would just be like, John, you're not my mom. You should know better, because this new platform that's coming out, Balkan or Volcano or Shrek or Tissue, it's always something new. What is your favorite platform that you feel most comfortable with, where people find you?
I mean, Instagram's probably my most used platform, just because of the wide range that it hits, and it easily translates to Facebook. And with the thing about Instagram is, whatever other social media platform is out there that's doing good, they just buy a version of that and release it. So TikTok is Reels and everything. You know, Vine was their first 7-minute clips.
You're right.
So
Flipagram.
yeah, it's learning how to use that. Like, I'll put clips of my comedy on Instagram to go to my YouTube page, and then my YouTube will have my dates under where I'm going to be at my next show. So it's just about using where you can reach the audience and then get them to focus on you. And yeah, so you can't be anti-social media. I'll never say that. But there is a difference between, like, a craft and a quickie. And I'm
Yeah.
working on craft.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well said.
And it's well said, and everybody goes against it, John. Everybody I talk to, and they're just like, Sunda, you would have so much money if you had all these characters, if this was just online, if you just put this on IG. But you know what I think we would all miss, John? The performance, the live performance. Because look what happens with the IG people here. They come in, they do their work. In the middle of everything, they say, I'm going to start over. Because they can cut and clip and do all those things. And you're live, you're real. You can't do that. We can't do that.
Yeah.
How do you get them off of that, though? You know, John, they become very, you've seen people right here come through these doors that got a little hit and went viral, and they just think, what word is better than fizzle? I loved it. You said that. I mean, I said it, but you said it. You said it, man. You said it. It's
Well,
like
it's just-
they're going to
it's-
be strong till they get to the stage, and then
I just think that there's obviously, because I've lived with a lot of instant gratification, and you're really a lot. The danger about instant gratification is that it can interrupt the authentic journey of your life.
Right.
Right? Because you're given all of this acclaim and attention and focus, and then you've reached some plateau with the ego. A lot of people, they reach this plateau and then they don't know where to go. They get very confused about where to go because so much happened so fast. Look at Freddie Prinze. I hate to bring that up, but that's an example of someone who had enormous acclaim but did not know how to process his emotions.
Mm-hmm.
He was too young. He didn't have that. So there's something wonderful about the mix of ages in this business that, we get to, if we're open-minded, we can really teach each other some things.
Right.
And that's the cool thing. It's not I am a stand-up comic. It's a community.
Right.
It's a community. And I think that because a lot of times people think it's a solo job. It's just me, and I'm going to go up there, and I got to do what I'm going to do. And F you, But it really is about community, and then you need support. You need to support each other and check each other when need be.
Yeah.
Because, we're not isolated entities that go around, and we need to have support, so...
Well, I will check on you. Ask John. I'll stalk you. I'm like, you're sick. I came one day. He was off. I was like, no, he's sick. I was like, he's sick. He got a cold. I was like, are you okay? And then finally, this is the way he ends it. He's like, I'm okay. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah.
Because you care. You start to learn about people and care about people. There was a brother in this class we loved. He was so much fun. And I don't know what happened, but he didn't call me back. And see, he was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. Boom. Xerox or whatever.
Yeah.
But that was his name, and he's gone. And just want to say hello to his family because they sent me such nice notes saying things that, again, comedy is healing. It helped him, and I just hope it's helping you when you find support in this community. And I find it to be very supportive. And I don't know if you're starting out. Yeah, if you guys are watching for the first time, you know where to find me on Sunda Live. You can always find John Taylor at the John Taylor Show, which I love. But I'll let them say it going this way. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. So all my social media is John Taylor Show on all platforms. Please follow, like, subscribe.
I have a LinkedIn. I do have about 4 pictures on an Instagram I barely touch, and I do have a Facebook page. Whether or not you feel that that's a good place to reach me for comedy is on you. I will get back to you if you do send me a message.
Okay.
They need the name, though.
That's all we needed was a name.
Yes,
You
He's
can
like, I have
reach
a
me
restaurant.
at-
It serves food. Where? Oh, yeah, huh?
about that quickie you mentioned. My name is Roberto. That's Roberto. Last name Klaus, spelled with an X.
Nice.
And we can find
great
you.
name.
We're going to find you soon. You're just going to set up soon.
Eric Kwasniak.
There you go.
Kwasniak on Instagram. KWASNJUK.
See, because he's from Philly, he's going to get right to it. He's a Philly dog, man. They get
You know.
right to it. We don't
Yeah.
even we don't even think about it. We don't even try and mess around. Just get right to it. Where can we find you? We don't need the story. We just want to know the address. Because that's what the Uber.
Yeah.
That's how my mother used to be. They would the cab driver would be like, "Where are you going, ma'am?" And she would go into a whole tirade.
Yeah.
And he would just be like, "Ma'am,
Just need the
where are we
address.
going?" And she would just keep going.
Yeah.
And we keep going. And we want to thank, of course, Danny Lobel and Akil Anderson. Akil Anderson, such a wonderful, wonderful contributor here to the group. And Philip Joseph, thank you for helping us as always. And you can always find me at LA School of Comedy. Remember, people tell you you're funny. You probably are, but you won't know till you make it from the page to the stage.
Nice.
We're out.
Yay.